Kindness always seemed to cost her something. That thought hit Annie as she stood at the sink that night, rinsing off the dishes. It wasn't that she had done anything wrong at all. She had just tried to bring home some peace, a little dinner, his favorite takeout, some kindness, but somehow even kindness was used as evidence against her. This is Annie's story, and I'm telling it for her. That Sunday had started out nice, a quiet afternoon, a little shopping with a close girlfriend, and for a few hours, she actually remembered what it was like to have some freedom, some peace, to be unguarded. On the way home, though, she called her husband. "How do you feel about a little takeout?" "I'm going to get your favorite," she said. His voice sounded sure and fine. He said, "That's good, whatever you want to do." And for a moment, relief washed over her. Maybe today would stay calm. Maybe today would be a good day throughout. When she came through the door, she set the takeout bag on the counter, smiling, hopeful, unaware that even hope could be used against her. When she warmed up the food and added some special sides, set the table with care, everything, he sat down and he looked at the plate and said, "Great dinner you prepared, dear." Just like that. His eyes were sharp, and the light in her day just went out. She tried to smile, tried to laugh it off, thinking, "Am I being too sensitive?" But something inside her sank because she knew this dance by heart. He would twist the story for sure. She would hear about how lazy she was, how she didn't want to cook dinner, how she just brought home food from somewhere. In that house, intention never mattered. You know what mattered was control. So she washed the plates that night, the same way she had learned to wash her emotions, and without a trace. So many survivors know that feeling, that moment when a gesture of love gets turned completely inside out, when kindness becomes a crime, when you try to make peace and somehow that peace is used as proof that you're weak or fake or selfish, anything like that. You bring home a dinner, they call it laziness. You cook from scratch, they say you're showing off. You go with a friend, you're accused of neglecting them. You stay at home, and you're dull. When you live inside that kind of shifting ground, even normal things, food, laughter, a simple Sunday, start to feel like a test that you're just never going to pass. And what's probably so heartbreaking is that you keep trying because you remember who you were before all of this, because some part of you still believes that peace is possible. But peace doesn't come from pleasing, does it? It comes from truth. And the truth is, love that demands your silence, his domination, it isn't love. Annie didn't see that quite yet. But that night, something in her spirit began to stir. A quiet awareness that her kindness wasn't the problem. His cruelty was the problem. This one's for the woman who's tired of paying the emotional tax on her kindness. For the person who can't understand how trying to be good keeps getting turned against them. For the person who's done nothing wrong but keeps apologizing anyway. Hear me, you're not too sensitive. You're not going crazy. You're not too much. And you don't have to prove your worth by feeding somebody else's emptiness. Your heart isn't weak because it loves. It's strong because it still dares to love. This is Keil Hackley, attorney, author of the book Undercurrent, and your host here on the Are You Annie podcast. Annie's story reminds us that sometimes cruelty hides inside the calmest of moments, and that reclaiming your peace starts with refusing to question your goodness. If you're ready, please comment. Let me know what you think. If you have an experience, a story to tell, it could be the one that validates somebody else. That lets them know that they're not the only ones, that they're not alone. This podcast started because of Annie's story, but it continues because of your story. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. And until next time, know that I honor your truth. I don't want you to be alone. I don't want you to feel alone. This is what this space is for. Tell me if it's helping you. Tell me if there's something else you would like to hear about. Till next time, promise me that you'll be good to yourself. Thank you again. Till next time, bye.